Hi everyone, so my name is Yasemin Arsin. I work as Academic Relations and ELT Coordinator at ETS Global. So today we will be talking about the TOEFL iBT test. Let's give the introduction to the TOEFL iBT test. It is the premier test of academic English communication offered at test centers worldwide and via the home edition and paper edition. So it helps candidates stand out to admissions officers and show that they do have the English skills to succeed in an academic environment. The TOEFL iBT test has 4 sections: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. And for a candidate, it takes about 3 hours to complete. So it has 100% academic content and measures academic skills the way they are actually used in the classroom. The TOEFL iBT test is accepted worldwide. It is the world's most accepted English language test for study, work, and immigration. Now, more than 11,500 institutions in more than 160 countries trust TOEFL iBT scores when making admissions decisions. And it is also preferred by more universities and institutions. That is why candidates can be confident that they will stand out to admissions officers where it counts. In addition to that, TOEFL iBT test is convenient because as of the Corona period now, they have a choice of where and how to take it, at a test center or at home. So test centers around the world are open with enhanced safety and health regulations, or they can take the test from the privacy of their home. Some countries even now offer a paper edition option as well. So yeah, I mean, convenience of the TOEFL iBT test, it helps the candidates to benefit from the test taking experience. First of all, let's look at the maximum score that one test taker can take from the TOEFL iBT test. We talk about the content of the test. There are 4 sections: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So from each of the sections, one test taker can get maximum 30, which makes the overall score 120. However, there are no passing or failing scores set by ETS. Universities and other institutions that accept TOEFL iBT scores set their own requirements for their programs. So ETS does not interfere with this kind of decisions, but at the same time, we provide the best possible information to score users so that they can set their own requirements for the particular programs. That is why test takers should check with the institutions where they are applying to confirm their requirements, score requirements. It's a very nice question because when we come to the test experience enhancements developed in the last 2 years, like we will see quite a lot of changes in the operation of the TOEFL iBT test, but the TOEFL iBT test has much the same overall structure and content since it was launched in 2005. So ETS has made several significant improvements to the test in the last few years. One of them is the launch of the home edition and paper edition versions of the test. So students can take the test that is most convenient for them, and that best matches their preferred testing style. So according to their own preference, they can opt for home edition or paper edition, or they can take the test at a test center. So a regular version, TOEFL iBT. So the test has been shortened by 30 minutes. This is also a very nice development. I received very good feedback from the test takers about this all around the world. And there is also instant scoring of the reading and listening sections. So candidates can view their unofficial scores at the end of the test, which means they will be aware of their performance in half of the test. They have to wait for the overall scores, including speaking and writing scores, because they need to be scored by human raters and checked by also automated scoring engines. But this development, like viewing your scores at the end of the test, is definitely a very good opportunity for students. And there is also faster score reporting in as little as 6 days. So they will be able to receive their scores in around 6 days. If it is the home edition, they can receive their scores between 6 and 10 days. There is also a feature called My Best Scores, Super Scores. This helps them show their best overall performance across multiple tests. And there is also an extended online registration. That means candidates can register for the test to just 2 days before the test date. And there is also another development. The required wait time between tests has been reduced. This is a very important question because students would like to prepare themselves for the test in accordance with, of course, the content format of the test, and they would like to find reliable sources. So ETS is the maker of the TOEFL test. That is why I highly recommend students to complete our resources first, and they can search for some other reliable sources on Google, or maybe they can purchase some books, etc. But we offer a bunch of resources. So one of them is very useful, TOEFL iBT free practice test. So candidates can go on our website and they can do the real test practice. And we also offer TOEFL practice sets. They are also free. There is a resource called TOEFL IBT Test Prep Planner. It's a nice it's a very useful booklet that they can find, for example, an 8-week preparation plan. And also they can get information about the format of the test, content of the test, also the criteria that we use for scoring spoken and written responses given in the TOEFL IBT test. There is also an online course, free, a self-paced course called TOEFL Test Preparation, the Insider's Guide. So it is TOEFL MOOC, as we call it, in this way too. There are also some other resources like priced paid materials. So the official guide to the TOEFL IBT test, it is our best-selling prep book, the official guide to the TOEFL IBT test. And the others are official TOEFL tests. There are 2 volumes, volume 1 and 2, and they include 10 real past tests. Yes, these are all the resources we offer. ETS has long been at the forefront of combating test security concerns, and with more than $60 million invested in state-of-the-art security annually, the TOEFL test offers the best security of any English language assessment. So I will give you some of the examples. Actually, they are not all. So one of them is test day security procedures include biometric voice identification, facial recognition, and the use of electronic bonding at test centers. When it comes to the TOEFL IBT Home Edition, ETS employs both live human proctors and the use of artificial intelligence technology to prevent and detect suspicious activity. What else? We have human rating for the spoken and written responses. All human rating is done anonymously, eliminating opportunities for fraud between test takers and interviewers. Since scoring isn't done at test centers and records aren't stored there, opportunities for scoring fraud are virtually non-existing. Also, as a final note, computer-delivered tests are delivered directly from ETS to the test taker's computer, which minimizes opportunities to steal content. Each of the tests, both of the tests, allow each test to stand apart from one another and appeal to different types of students. Some key differences of these two high-quality English language tests are in the test's format, design, content, delivery, and cost. First of all, TOEFL iBT test is a traditionally paced test with longer tasks and a more immersive experience, like typical of an academic environment that can be accomplished in about 3 hours. On the other hand, the TOEFL iBT test is a faster paced test with shorter tasks and engaging experience that can be accomplished in about 1.5 hours. Secondly, TOEFL iBT test uses carefully pre-selected content that is 100% academic English context, which directly measures ability to communicate in English in a university environment. The TOEFL Essentials test uses 50% academic English and 50% general English context. And the content of the test adapts to various proficiency levels, which directly measure the foundational elements of English language proficiency. Thirdly, TOEFL iBT test is delivered either online, either in a traditional test center setting, or can be taken from home with the TOEFL iBT Home Edition. The TOEFL Essentials test is only offered online through at-home testing that is monitored 100% by a human proctor. As a final note, the fee for each test varies by location. TOEFL iBT test fee ranges from $185 to $265 American dollars, and the TOEFL Essentials test fee ranges from $100 to $120 American dollars. Students can benefit from any of them according to their own preference. Each test provides unique benefits for the test taker, and both the TOEFL Essentials and TOEFL iBT test can help students achieve their goals. The test they choose depends on their testing style and preferences. The best way to choose which test is best for them is to think about their goals and what they are trying to accomplish. It is important for them to do their research on both testing options and to check directly with the institution they are applying to find out their admission requirements. All these admission requirements are present on their website anyway, so before deciding on which test to take, they should definitely check directly with the institution they are going to apply to. Both the TOEFL Essentials test and TOEFL iBT test will not only help students achieve their academic goals, but also show admissions officers students' ability to succeed in their programs, in their intensive English programs, sometimes 100% English. So TOEFL has provided high quality English language assessments for over 70 years and is trusted by admissions officers worldwide. A growing number of institutions accept TOEFL Essentials scores in addition to TOEFL iBT scores. We should keep in mind that the first administration of the TOEFL Essentials test was on 21st of August 2021. So it's a brand new test, and now more and more institutions all around the world accept TOEFL Essentials scores. As always, we recommend that candidates check the requirements for the universities where they are applying to confirm their policies and admission requirements.